Hello and welcome to another update video on Bitcoin. We take a quick look here at the shorter time frame only in this video. There's no need to take a look at the bigger picture, larger time frame. I did that in the video earlier today. We have seen over the weekend the development of our third wave. So the wave count at the moment is unchanged. The market is currently following through. In my last video earlier today, we discussed, just to give you a little bit of background at least for those who are new, but again, a welcome. I'd ask you, if you want to learn more about the structures, to check out the previous video. To check out the previous video from today. It covered the daily chart and everything. It's very important that you understand the overall context, or just hang around, subscribe, and we will talk about the daily chart here again and again. But the idea is that a B wave topped here. That's the top of a corrective rally. We are now in a C wave, which is kind of the last leg down of a corrective pullback, which is labeled A, B, C. So we're following ideally here this roadmap. That's been the idea as well for the last few days, weeks, because the rally here after the 5th of June ended in 3 waves. That was actually quite clearly a signal that we're going lower. Then was further confirmed, or this was further confirmed through the 3-wave rally into the 16th of June high, and it's becoming clearer and clearer that we are really following this wide scenario. We have now reached my target, the broader target. It's not really the target because I specified in previous videos that it seems likely that we're going to see the $92,000 to $95,000 level, as shown there as an area, the section in this area between 95,276 and 92,862. And based on the nanostructure, I think we are in the midst of a third wave here. That is wave 3 of 3. Now, the C wave down, as I said to you, is likely an ending diagonal. So we have 3 waves down in wave 1. We have 3 waves down in wave 3. And we should have 3 waves down in wave 5. So this is the main element of the trend, right? You can never be sure about the 4-5 pattern, the last one. Sometimes it doesn't happen. So I will definitely start to watch for signals of a low in this region, but probably not yet. Rather, I think we should at least get circle wave 3 completed, which is a 5-wave move, but it's a diagonal pattern itself, which makes this whole thing so difficult and messy. But for now, it's still following the roadmap we defined over the last few days and also yesterday and today in the last video, right? So count is unchanged. The idea is that in this wave C of circle wave 3, we have a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3. Next, we should get a 4. So we can actually define together target for the 4th wave bounce and then a 5th wave down. And now the resistance. Let's call it resistance. A 4th wave, it's not really a target. It's more like resistance. So following this pathway down lower, and then there could be another 4-5. So basically kind of in the mid to late stages of circle wave 3. Circle wave 3 should ideally take us a little lower, because wave 3 needs to complete, maybe a little lower than 4-5 to complete circle wave 3. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. Look at the nanostructures. Small reaction here now, no surprise given that we've reached the 100% extension. That's an important level, but I'm not yet watching for a full-scale upside reversal because we have not yet completed the structure, okay, microstructure. Also, we're still below resistance, and I want to help you understand what is. If we really label the nanostructures here, then honestly, I'd say that this C wave needs another 4-5 as well, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we really go into detail, but I often don't like to do that because people think it's predictive. It's not really. It just gives you what would be ideal to make sense of the structures, give you a bit of orientation. So also looking at the fib extensions, the 98,437 level is the ideal target for this third wave, the first ideal target. So we should get at least there, maybe a little lower. Now the resistance for the 4th wave is, because we're dealing with a diagonal, at the moment defined in this region here. Yeah, it's between 100,980 and 102,135 standard resistance. but this will likely need to be adjusted with the price as we still go lower. I do not assume yet that this fourth wave has actually started. So that's how I track it. Can we go lower than 92,860? Absolutely. I mean, again, check out the daily chart video I recorded earlier today, in which I am tracking a correction that could easily go all the way down to 81K, but I don't necessarily expect that. For now, I'm tracking this three-wave move down, which should complete with circle wave C, and then there will be a resistance area, and we will pay attention to structures that tell us that a low has formed. But for now, the correction is unfolding. So, of course, there are catalysts and everything, but as I always say, these catalysts, they are simply accelerating what kind of should happen anyway. And we've been talking about this correction now for quite some time, right? So yeah, that's the update on Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, I invite you to join us on X, where you can find additional updates, bonus updates that we're not covering on YouTube, stuff about mindset, and much more. You also find a post here about our live stream today that we're running, our member live stream. Feel free to join us if you're interested. We have been doing that for the last 3 to 4 years, every Sunday. I think typically it's really every Sunday. I mean, there have only been a few exceptions. And I think today very relevant because we're going to take a look at many charts, probably some broken setups and so on. So check it out. I've linked the X profile in the description. And I wish you a great rest of the weekend, especially if we don't see each other in the stream. Then have a great start to the new trading week. Take care. Bye-bye.